Hello there everyone and welcome back. My streak is continuing on there against the Space Marines. Now the real ultimate question is, am I going to fight anything else or am I going to continue to be cursed to fight more Space Marines? Because, like I said before, I would like a little bit of variety in this series. Because after all, I think for you viewers, you're probably sick and tired of me stomping everything in my way at this point, right? Getting my ass handed to me the very first two matches against Chaos, and I think it was Space Marines, yeah, with the double barge, yeah. I think that would be more entertaining to watch me struggle, right? As much as now I'm kind of like anxiously hoping that does not happen. I'm starting to get some cold feet. That's not the right term, is it? I'm getting self-conscious of the fact that as soon as I'm going to fight Orcs and Eldar, I'm going to probably get stomped, and that's going to shatter my self-confidence a little bit, which I thought I set you to search. What happened there? Damn it. Maybe I misclicked or something, but I'm not sure. I thought I heard the ping. But anyways, I'm starting to get a little bit anxious about having to fight them now. Being so ill prepared there after such a winning streak. It's gonna really throw things off for the remaining few days I'm planning on doing, because instead of a 5-day series like I normally do with my other race factions that I did before, I'm planning on going the full 7 days, the full week or so, to see how things go. Heck, I'm even contemplating going longer than that if I need to figure out how Eldar and Chaos work as far as like trying to actually fight them. It remains to be seen if I actually fight them though, because so far it's been nothing but Space Marines in that one Chaos match that I had there, and even then, since he was being so aggressive on me there, even though I was out of position, I just thoroughly stomped him. But that, of course, that was me being in really close combat, so that kind of favored me a little bit. Let's be fair now. If he had kept his distance, and probably did the match properly, that might have been a little bit harder. So, again, the streak with Space Marines continues. And at least I'm not sure as hell not going to be rusty after this, but do I want to go with the Devil Overlords again? Because this Gothic is probably going to be MVP for most of these matches. It certainly doesn't hurt. And I like the idea of potentially using a Dominator for like his light cruisers and cruisers he may be fielding, because that's a lot of permanent damage to do to his hull once his shields are out. Remains to be seen. Why am I so... Oh, it's 600 points, not 700. Ooh. That changes the dynamic a little bit, actually. Just a little bit, so maybe I just feel a single Overlord in that case in lieu of my Retribution, and go with the 4 cruisers as 4. And then, not quite enough for 2 Cobras, so this could stink a little bit. I'm contemplating downgrading. I don't think it's a good idea. Because if I downgrade the Gothic to another Mark II Dauntless, I still would have had that 30-point gap for like another frigate basically, so it would have really made no difference. So I'm going to have to trust that Widowmaker does not get sniped. That's going to be my top priority, at least for the purposes of my Overlord maximizing its damage potential. And this is going to be a little bit different, considering it is 600 points. I was kind of going in there thinking it was 500 or 700. And the predictable spawn points to either one of these 2 Niblick Clouds, so how do I want to field? Because I want the open space again to kind of dodge his boring torpedoes, so anywhere between these 3 asteroid fields is ideal for me. So we'll spawn a little bit to the right. Gothic's going to cover my left flank, because I think that's where he's going to come from maybe, if not wide right. We will see. Dauntless Mark II, and then the other Dauntless is going to hang back, and where the hell do I put my Widowmaker? Probably in the middle of everything, let's be honest. It doesn't need to be that separated from the rest of the fleet, right? Because as soon as it spots anything, I'm basically going to be shooting at him with my Overlord. So that's not really a big problem. So, everything's set. Let's get moving forward. I am in a bit of a tight clump, so if he is using torpedoes, then I still will have to spread out a bit. So that could be an issue. Just trying to maneuver around a bit. He does have 7 ships. This could be good for me. What exactly means he's fielding, it sure as hell isn't a battle barge, so that's a plus for me, potentially. He's gonna have micromanagement issues, to say the least, and this is like the first time Space Marines are actually outnumbering me. Which probably does not bode well for him, let's be fair, because his main strength is his boarding potentials, and if he's fielding a whole bunch of frigates, then that kind of really limits his boarding options. Hell, mind you, one of his frigates, I think it's the Hunter, has the option of boarding torpedoes, and where are those torpedoes? Alright, there's a light cruiser there. I'm going to meet him head on there. I just got to be careful, my Widowmaker does not get sniped, and where the hell are the other ones? Silent running in the Nebula Cloud, I'm guessing, or he could probably silent run and reach the other Nebula Cloud if he really wants to. That's a possibility.
At your command.
And am I clear? Yeah. And so far, there's only one series of torpedoes, so I don't think I have to worry too much there, but I think I got a very significant advantage. Again, lack of boarding torpedoes, for one, and he is willingly boosting out.
Burn retros.
Now, speaking of torpedoes, I might as well oblige with more of my own, right? Even though these are likely frigates.
Yes, Admiral.
These are probably not going to do a whole lot, and at least he knows about silent running, so he's better than most. Okay, Nova. Let's see. Get these things going. Just fire right at him, do some damage, ideally. Ooh, that one didn't breach. That would have been a free 100 points of damage on top of the fire, which he just promptly repaired, so let me kill these things. He's gonna spot me, that's fine. Actually, let me just go ahead and ram him. Because he's probably weighing the board. Or he's just forfeiting himself. That's a possibility. One that I'm not really fond of, mind you. But it's one he could be doing. Seriously? So, let's get moving again, shall we?
Orders received.
He is using board torpedoes, that's no surprise, so just shoot them all down.
Awaiting orders. All ahead, full.
Dauntless took most of the hits. It lost its generators, unfortunately. I don't know if that's temporary or not. And I did lose my Widowmaker, that sucks. That's 5 on me. I got more where that came from. I got more where that came from. More boarding torpedoes.
Going silent. Orders received.
Bit there. Boarding torpedoes took the hits.
Underway.
Bit of a blunder, but torpedoes are gone. Now I get in his ugly face. Although, it's hard to tell how ugly that face is. After all, they are humans. I'm kind of like, I just insulted myself, didn't I?
Yes, Admiral.
Let's pay no attention to what just happened there, shall we?
At your command.
And let's focus on killing the light cruisers, the mobile things.
Yes, Admiral.
And then I'll worry about everything else.
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
And I forgot to switch your firing pattern again, didn't I? That's a bit of a blunder.
The Emperor.
Little bit of a blunder. Oop, I think that was a bad shot too.
Awaiting orders.
Everything's hitting. They're all light cruisers. They're all...
Plotted.
Okay, I was going to say they're all lower level, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Just this one is lower level.
Awaiting orders.
And I don't care about your cruisers so much. Let's just kill some of these ships. It's the main thing.
Ship ready.
No, you're not ramming this ship. Sorry, buddy. He was going to try a ram, but instead, he was trying to get out of the stasis bomb. So,
Understood.
we'll see how well that works for you. Also, generators down. I better boost that back up, shall I?
Repairs.
Ah, that's a shame. Only one torpedo hit. It was a bit of a bad angle, I will admit, but
Orders received.
Lance's hit. There goes like a free 200 points of damage. And I don't know how those boarding torpedoes missed.
Initiate emergency repairs.
I don't really care either way, but
Yes, Admiral.
let's just kill this thing.
Deep striking.
Let's just kill this thing.
Awaiting orders.
That's 2 light cruisers for me that are basically for free. That was nice of him.
Changing course.
I don't know what his level is, but
Understood.
those torpedoes might get the kill.
Activate
Oh, I didn't breach the armor, damn it. Sure, he shot one of them down, but still.
orders.
Odds were in his favor. He got lucky.
Activating tactical
Repairs are done there. I'll take full advantage of your cogitators, because one thing you may not have been paying attention to is I have not even been using my cogitators.
At your command.
I kind of like the flow of doing it real time. It's much more enjoyable for me, but if they're going to give me free time to kind of deploy myself, I'll happily take it.
Your orders. Helm
Okay, that
coordinates
cruiser's
acknowledged.
gone.
Ship ready.
So let's kill this big thing, shall we? Can I bomb it in any way with my overlord?
Acquiring new vector.
This looks like a promising hit. My Dauntless is going to start chipping it down. Let's boost everything forward. Oh, lucky.
Understood.
He got like 5 of those of 6 torpedoes, and 2 of them would have been nice hits.
Course plot.
But he looks pretty screwed. Oop, I fired Melta. That was a mistake.
Your orders.
Wow, even with 75 armor though, it did light him on fire, so I can't object.
Yes, Admiral. Terminators. Deep striking. Yes, Admiral.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Orders received.
Mind you, they were all 30s, but still. I had like 3 or 4 of them. Only one of them needs to succeed to cancel that. Blah. Well, he seemed to be more knowledgeable than most of the other players I fought. He was silent running and all that. Although it was still a mistake for him to use his boosters, I think, at one point. I was not paying attention if he was desperately trying to dodge a torpedo, though. But silent running is pretty damn valuable. So long as you're not doing it when you're about to engage. It's more ideal outside when you have a bit of a buffer before they actually detect you again, to be quite honest. And it's so damn handy at dodging those boring torpedoes in an awkward situation. Not to mention it completely negates the fighters when they launch a huge swarm at you. It was just really tricky for me to realize, being in that tight clump, which he was actually focusing on, because I think I saw it run 2 or 3 ships that he wasn't even engaging or firing torpedoes at, so that could have been handled a little bit better, but pretty damn flawless run nonetheless. And now I have a bunch of renown I need to figure out what to do with. Gives me the options for replacing some of these ships or switching favor if absolutely necessary, but considering I'm fighting nothing but Space Marines, I'm kind of contemplating switching out these Dominators for more Gothics. And then watch, I'm going to end up fighting Eldar or something there, and then I'm going to have no effective means of destroying his frigates or light cruisers. Or regular cruisers, because those things are just as fragile as the Space Marines are. Just without having to wait for the shields to go down is the big difference. And really, that's the only reason I have these damn Dominators too, is kind of like, give me a reliable way to chip them down until I can get close range with my broadside weaponry. And maybe I should have waited a little bit. I might be fighting the same guy again, which might suck. Nope. Almost blued, huh? Come on, what is it? Eldar, oh boy. Time to put my money where my mouth is, huh? I was dreading this. Like I said before, fighting nothing but Space Marines has not got me prepared to fight with the Eldar. So what I need is durability like crazy. Is this really top heavy though? I don't know how much I like this. And not to mention 600 points, so I'm not quite prepared for this, I don't think. Especially since I'm only going to have 2 like Imperial Navy ships. And no Widowmakers, but to be fair, I don't really need Widowmakers, let's be perfectly honest. All I need to know is be able to isolate which ones are frigates and which ones are cruisers. Widowmakers don't do crap for me, from what I understand. I'm just not sure how, especially with 600 points, how I want to do this. Because I want as much shield durability as possible with my shield transfers and supercharged void shields. This could be a mistake. Like I said, I am not prepared for this. I'm just used to fighting either a single void stalker or 2 light cruisers or a cruiser basically, and then having my luck with them with a single Dominator. Things are going to get hectic. I'm scared. If I don't make it through this match, I want to let you know I appreciate every single one of you who's watched these videos up to this point, because I may not come out of this alive. I'll probably be emotionally scarred after this. So, this is not a good map layout for me. He can really throw me off with all these nebula clouds, because if he has them in tight formations, he can easily confuse me on which one's ships are which. I do have a beacon though, if I can throw it on one of them in close, but that's easier said than done. So tight formation. I want a really tight formation here so that way I can possibly switch the ships around. If one has its shields offline, I can switch the others out. That's the hope. It's very unrefined because I don't know how to perform, so this is going to be a little bit of trial and error. And of course I have a goddamn mine in my way. That's really helpful. Easiest way to throw me off my course is to have a lot of debris in my way. Thanks for that there, Battlefleet. And I don't want my Dauntless way in front there, if I can help it. The real trick is, it's okay, torpedoes. No, those are boosts. So I have Dominators. This looks like a very promising shot, but I need to wait for him to do his boost. That's the real trick. Because if I Nova Can before he boosts, he just gets out scot-free. And look, see what I tell you? Mines, these goddamn mines are throwing me off so much. If only a little bit. Now, I gotta be ready for my void shields. What hotkey? V and B, so I would like to change that if possible.
Ship ready. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
I'm waiting for it.
Burn retros.
I don't need vision.
At your command. Your order.
There's a void stalker. No, that's not a void stalker. Never mind. Your crap means nothing when you're in my friggin' face. If only my torpedoes were actually more useful, though, huh?
Yes, Admiral.
Rather than getting immediately shot down.
Reloading. Awaiting orders.
And boosters are gone.
Ship ready.
So that's a bit of a blunder. I should have threw it on a ship. I'm an idiot. That was a big waste, wasn't it?
Yes, Admiral.
Keep recharging, though. Shields are in good shape.
Awaiting orders.
I did some damage.
Engines hot. Your orders.
And do I have some Cobras? I will in a moment.
Underway.
And yeah, those Cobras are going to spot for me nicely.
Target locked in.
Get over here, stinking thing.
Understood.
Just try and isolate best I can. Ooh! I didn't get 2 torpedo hits, but that's going to take out a massive chunk of his damage. And guess what?
Yes, Admiral.
Guess what that means? If I could click properly, he just basically boosted right into that.
Changing course.
Oh crap, I'm an idiot. That was a big, huge mistake. Damn, that is embarrassing. I got too excited for my own good, didn't I?
Your orders.
But the more he runs, the more I hurt him.
Yes, Admiral.
That's the hope anyway.
Changing course.
Torpedo's doing a bit of damage, that's fine.
Yes, Admiral. Setting
Try and keep this going some.
ship ready.
Recharge the Novas.
Cruising speed set. At your command.
Keep firing.
Awaiting orders.
Oh. that was the wrong set fire. It's still gonna do good for me though.
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Slowly chip them down. Those torpedoes are not exactly gonna hit, but I'll take what I can get.
Enemy ship sighted.
I gotta be relentless.
Ship ready. All ahead full.
I hear warp out.
Enemy ship sighted. Awaiting.
I don't know what blew up. Was it mine? I'm not sure. Oh,
Enemy ship
it was
sighted.
probably a fire or something that triggered.
Your orders.
I think that's what happened. I'm not sure.
Orders received.
I thought it was a void stalker at first, but
Engines hot. At
now let's try not to screw this up again, shall we? If possible.
damage teams. Begin repairs now.
Recharge everything.
Awaiting orders.
Well, that was a bit of a blunder because my shields are still up, buddy.
Awaiting orders. All ahead full.
I gotta be careful of my boosters, though.
Engines
Why are my boosters turned off, damn it? I don't want to go in the red if at all possible.
Your orders. Initiate emergency repairs. Changing course.
Probably not gonna get that. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get it, but if he wants to make it easy for me, by all means. Now, let's do this right, shall we? Because I wasted that beacon. And guess what? His beacon's gonna do crap now.
Ship ready.
Or his Sam Hand, whatever the hell you called him there, is not helping because he's giving me vision. That's really nice of him to show me both his ships, huh?
Yes, Admiral.
One's gonna hit, the other one's not, but he is on fire, so he could die here in a moment.
Understood.
He could die right here, right now. Oh, those were fires, wasn't it? That was not enough. Not to mention they missed horribly at that. Well,
Your orders.
ram it, ram it! Ah, I didn't. All I did was help it get into the warp. That was
Awaiting orders.
not entirely what I had in mind.
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Well, that was only a test of things to come, I guess.
Your command.
And I know he's got another ship around silent running, so I apologize, folks, if he's gonna troll me or BM me and just run around there in the clouds trying to get me to find them. He's still got a battleship, or battle cruiser, I imagine, is what he's probably still got around. The real trick is trying to find it now.
Your orders.
So, let's get these squads all set up. I don't care about these Cobras so much,
Understood.
and he is moving around silent running, so
Engines to maximum.
let's get these ships moving. Where's my Widowmaker now I think of it? I have no Widowmakers, so I lost my Widowmaker, so gotta keep that in mind. I have little vision. But this is gonna take a while,
Changing course.
because he's completely invisible and there's nothing I could do about it.
Ship ready.
Not really much else I could say.
Setting course.
I did not pay attention if he was defending or not, so I could lose just because of this random crap.
At your command.
And we'll know in 12 minutes if I lose or not. Now, I need to know where he's hiding. Because once I get a bead on where he's at, that's no
Orders
problem.
received.
All my cruisers just need to be in the middle for when I do spot him. Because is he hiding on the Nebula Cloud, or is he just using that, Ultway, whatever, I can't remember what the factions are called off the top of my head. The one that allows him to be invisible when he's not moving. He could be utilizing that of some kind.
Course plotted.
So we're gonna spread these things out because
Your orders.
I'm gonna be able to field more and more, so I will be able to spread out and spot. I just don't know, have a slight clue where he's gonna be
Yes,
hiding.
Admiral.
It's a bit of a problem.
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
And he is boosting, so he's trying to get somewhere.
Engines hot.
Although I have tricks of my own.
Changing course.
Again, my fleet here cannot do anything until he gets spotted. So I gotta rely on my cruisers moving around spying him. which of course is going to take an eternity because again he's being completely hidden. And I'm not sure why he's hidden. Solid running can only last so long after all, so is there some other trick going on that I'm not aware of?
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Okay, he is warping out. I hear it, but I have no clue where he's at. No, that's wreckage. Like I said again, I had no way to find him, at least... Yeah, that's the old way one. If I remember correctly, that's the Warlocks, is it? I apologize if I mispronounced it there, but from what I understand, he must have just been staying still or something, because he doesn't have a trait, he shouldn't anyway, that keeps him invisible. That was like another faction altogether. So I wonder where he was hiding. It looks like he was in a cloud of some kind, but I was fanning out, so if that was the case, he would have been rooted out eventually. Oh well, that was a flawless victory. I'm kind of shocked. I was a little bit anxious. Thankfully, he did not feel the Void Stalker. So maybe things would have been a little more difficult. It's hard to say. But more level ups. For both? Well, okay, I was going to say for both my Dominators, but no. I got my Overlord and Dominator leveled up, so I'm happy about that. It means more upgrades. More uses out of that. And the recharge was kind of handy, because a very subtle effect with doing, the reload trait is it also recharges my boosters much more faster, which can be really useful for hounding them down. Not to mention the fact I did put additional upgrades to prolong that effect, so I like to say the Dominators did their job. I like to say that, but I'm not sure if that's the case. One match does not justify that just yet. Now, I think since these are not Imperial Navy, I want them to be reliable, so a couple of points in the Commissar. Again, probably not going to do full 3. Is going to be useful for keeping these things from insubordinating. I have absolutely no idea what to upgrade this thing with. I have not really thought that far ahead. Imperial Assassin sounds promising, but is that really good? It's good for Eldar, considering the high chance of them being critically hit, but I need to put points in additional teleportariums to justify it. Ooh. Is that what I want to do? My big concern is that I make these things too heavily invested in fighting Eldar, and they probably won't see any real effective use against anything else. They do a massive amount of damage in close range with these macro batteries, though, if they do get close. And they got incredible durability, so it could justify it. And I just realized I was talking about my Widowmaker not being around, and I realized I don't even think I fielded a Widowmaker, did I? Oh, I probably did actually. I fielded probably just a 1, I think. I honestly can't remember. I completely forgot what I fielded there, but the match worked out well. I'm going to try out these teleportariums, because, yeah, when I do spot them, then I can get additional chances to quickly hit them, especially with Eldar as fragile as they are. And Overlord, you're going to fully upgrade your Tech Priest. And then I'll work on the rattings to give you some more resilience, especially in close. But yeah, I won against Eldar. I'm kind of speechless. It wasn't that impressive a fleet. I don't mean to nag on Eldar too much, but I was... Once I fight some battle cruisers and Void Stalkers, then I can really brag about my successes, I think.